Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Teebs, and today I'm going to be showing you how I redesigned the Boston Celtics City jerseys. That's pretty much the finished result, as you guys can see, and yeah, let's see what people think. Someone was high making that. Sober, but that's, I'm a sober individual. Gas or ass? Straight up, I just got ass. Not a fan of the neon. This is what we came up with, y'all. I rock with those. Those are fire. Present it to the Celtics owner. So these are to be determined, but the next step is obviously finding a way that I can make this into a real jersey. So it's been a minute since y'all have seen me. About a week or so, I'd say. And your boy has been busy on this design, let me tell you. The last thing you saw, which was this jersey right here, I promise you it doesn't look anything like that. I made so many different decisions and so many different changes solely based on the fact that I can't use basically what I want to use. I can't use the word Celtics. I can't use the Larry O'Brien trophy. Y'all know I can't use the Nike logo, any of this stuff, obviously. So how did I design a new basketball jersey for the Boston Celtics that doesn't have anything trademarked on it? Well, sit back and let's find out. So for anyone who doesn't know, I do sell merchandise of my own through Shopify. If you know nothing about Shopify, watch any YouTuber on the planet. I guarantee they're sponsored by them. But the quick gist of Shopify is essentially you can basically make your own store and they give you all the tools and resources to do it with a few simple clicks. It's really easy. So the company I use to make my merchandise to send to you guys is called Printify. So naturally my first thought was, why don't I just use Printify? I'm sure you can design your own basketball jersey on there that you can sell to your supporters. So let's see how their basketball jersey layout design lab thing works. And the second I started importing my text and my designs, you know, the things I showed you guys last video, this is how it started to come out. Yeah, so I abandoned Printify immediately. So I started doing some research. I went on YouTube. I was clicking through ways to make your own custom basketball jersey that you can sell on your online store. And I started to come across this one app that you can connect through your Shopify store that I hadn't realized before, which is Subliminator. I found some tutorials online of people designing their own jerseys through Subliminator, and they were looking kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. So I thought, hey, why not give Subliminator a try? I'll connect it to my Shopify store, so when I design this jersey, hopefully all I gotta do is hit publish, and it's out to the public for y'all. But first we gotta design the damn thing in the Subliminator design lab, right? So let's go through another time lapse, why don't we? And we are off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I started off with that same Celtics text that I used last episode with the Larry O'Brien trophy, just trying to get it to look the best I can, make it kind of even, make the outline look good, import that in, because I got a lot of designs that I have to port in. I have to mess with the color, the alignment, so many things. As you can see, I'm kind of just playing around with the design lab in a few spots because I'm trying to learn how it works, but I got the Celtics in there. I also played around with the striping on top there, black and white, multiple times. As you guys can see, a lot is happening. I'm getting my number 7 in there real quick. This is like hours of footage condensed into like a few minutes, so it's going by rapid fast. I'm sorry about that, guys, but anyways, we got Jaylen Brown, we got the number 7 in there. I realized I had to add something above the brown, which is usually like the NBA logo. Obviously I can't use that, so yeah, as you can see, the front and the back are kind of coming together here. We got our number 18, which I used for that fancy little Celtics text that I got here. I'm going to use that as a replacement to the Nike logo. That's the goal, because obviously I can't use the Nike logo, so I figured that would be a good spot right up there on the corner of the sleeve right there. And here we go. We got the front kind of starting to come together. This is only the first draft. It looks very different by the time we're done, I promise you guys. So now I'm starting to work on the Larry O'Brien, as you can see. Part of me also forgot I can't use the Larry O'Brien, which I realized later on in this time lapse, which you guys will see. And yeah, the first draft is starting to come together, and it's looking pretty good. And just for a bit of context, this is what the first draft of the jerseys looked like, as you guys can see, but like I said, it's gonna look nothing like this by the time I'm done. So the Subliminator design lab is much better than the Printify design lab, as we can see. So one of the few things I was forgetting about is, what does every NBA jersey have other than too big a price tag? That was such a stupid joke, I don't even know why I said that. So the next part of this process is I had to design my own NBA jersey patch, and you will also see me mess around with the colors, maybe move some things around, and the jersey's gonna kind of start to take form, but there's still things I'm gonna change. And we are back to the design lab once again, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I'm working on my jersey patch. I got the word champions in there. I'm gonna add the city of, 2 different texts. I want champions to be a little more emphasized. I'm gonna include the Larry O'Brien. Like I said, at this point, still have yet to realize that the Larry O'Brien is trademarked, but eventually I will, I promise. And I added the jersey into the design there, as you guys can see. I played around with that. Now I'm playing around with the color, because I want to do like a gradient thing where the color kind of changes from different parts of the jersey, because I feel like one flat color is kind of boring. So I've wanted to do something a little different. The green and yellow is just me messing around. I promise that's not staying. Here we go. We get to the next part here. Different greens I'm mixing around with, trying to make something cool looking. Eventually, I'm going to settle on what you just saw, which is that kind of white stripe down the middle to kind of shed some light on the championship trophy. I just changed the 18 from yellow to white to see if that looks any better. Boston, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change the Celtics to the word Boston because I can't use the word Celtics, which I realize, but I still have yet to this point have not realized that I can't use that Larry O'Brien trophy. So I promise I'm going to get to that point. But here we go. I'm going to switch out the word Celtics with the word Boston, add the trophy in the back, which I think looks pretty sick. I mean, that's a good design if I was working for Nike. You know what I mean? If I could use these things, but I can't. So you guys are going to see what the finished product ends up being with the limitations that I have. I'm kind of still messing around with the trophy here. It's a lot of me yapping, and I'm sorry about that, but I did want you guys to see the full process from start to end. It's really cool to see how you can take this thought and bring it into real life. You know what I mean? So this is really cool. And this is what the finished next draft looks like, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get some feedback on it. So that same basketball group chat from last video is who I sent these pictures to, and let's see what we get for responses. I said, let me know what y'all think. I changed up the colorway a bit. I like the City of Champions stamp at the bottom, and the fade of the colors is cool. Maybe a slightly darker green. It looks good though. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, I'd say a darker green to fit the Celtics color more, but that goes pretty hard. Design goes pretty hard, but I'd add a darker green. Other than it looks fine. That's literally what the last person just said. So we got a little bit of feedback here, guys. So now I'm basically gonna take that information and somewhat use some of it. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. At this point, I'm kind of just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this design to hopefully finally find something that sticks. But now is where I finally did a little research and realized I can't use the Larry O'Brien trophy because it is trademarked and owned by the NBA. Sounds like it's obvious, but it's really not when you think about it. I mean, it's a golden trophy. You know what I mean? Like, so this is where I had to get creative, and eventually you guys are going to see how I changed out the trophy. All right, boys, so we're getting into the home stretch now of the time lapses. As you can see, I'm going to go and get my own version of a trophy. That is stock image right there. That can be used by anyone and anything. There's no rights, anything like that. So that's how I swapped it out. I put the trophy in. I'm not completely done with it yet. You'll see what I mean, but I'm going to kind of start messing around, go into preview, go into edit mode, see what I can do, kind of generate some mock-ups. As you can see, this is starting to look like the jersey that I'm going to end up with now. But I went and added an outline to the trophy. I figured that would make it look a little better, which I think it does. As you can see, I kind of start moving things around. So that looks really good. We're kind of getting into the home stretch. I also made sure I swapped out the trophy on the back there with the Larry O'Brien because I can't forget about that. So now we got the back, we got the front, and basically we're done at this point, man. I messed around with the color a little bit more, as you can see, but this is basically what it comes out to be. And here is the final product, the finished product. It took me a long time to make this, ladies and gentlemen, but I have some good news. These are available for purchase right now. If you go down into my link, ladies and gentlemen, you can click on my merch site. They should be right there at the top for affordable purchase. I hope $49.99 is considered affordable to you guys because, as we know, jerseys are insane. I wanted to keep them on the cheaper end. Less than 50 was my goal. 50 is where it was profitable just a little bit. It's not about making money. It's about making a good quality product for you guys. But we are not done here. I'm going to order my own. I'm going to get it. I'm going to bring it out into the public and hopefully get some good feedback on it, ask people if they would buy it, see what they say. If you guys go ahead and buy one, I really appreciate it. But even if you are not able to, I completely understand. At the very least, if you could just leave a comment down below telling me what you think of these jerseys, that is, worth more than money to me. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that people are giving me support and feedback and all these things mean the world to me. But like I said, we're not done. We're gonna get people's feedback. We're gonna hopefully get the Boston Celtics to notice it. I know that's insane, but one day maybe it could happen. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. That means the world to me. Subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the content, if you're enjoying this series. Do me a favor and share these jerseys with anyone you might know that might like them. That would really mean the world to me and help get the word out. But yeah, we're not finished, man. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep getting these jerseys out there and hopefully make designs of other NBA jerseys as well, which would be fantastic. Thank you guys for 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for all the continued support. And other than that, it's been Teebs. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all very soon.